Oh my goodness.
Wow.
Welcome back.
Whoa.
This is the BOE Entertainment Podcast, or the BOCast, your favorite show on the internet, your favorite Instagram clip reels, your favorite place for your favorite hot takes. We are your hosts. I am Philip Beavers.
I'm Nick Bradshaw.
I'm Kevin Moore.
Oh my goodness, it's good to be back.
It's crazy.
Considering we
Here,
didn't do one
once
last week
again.
because
Yeah, fuck that. We weren't going to do that during the
that
Yeah.
sucks.
Well, during the
Huh?
inauguration. I should
Giving
say.
out my heart to you. I give my heart to you guys.
All the
Yeah,
time,
same here.
and I think we have all had our heart in the same place.
I'm really giving out my heart
I
to
hope
you
you
I was
guys
about to say,
took
actually,
some time.
At a higher angle. My heart goes out
With the
to
palm down.
everybody. Roman style.
Yeah, Roman style.
And you know one of my least favorite things of that, besides the you're a Nazi part,
I was about to say, it
from
gets
the
worse.
reaction side, I should say, it's one thing to like. I expected them to defend it. What I don't care about seeing is like, man, I'm so sorry, everyone. I really wish I could change my vote now. Hey, you fuck ass. We talked about this. We told you a million times this shit would happen, and you had to actually see it to believe it. And now that we're here, it's hard to put the shit back in the box.
Yeah, if you're going to be a dumb, spineless fuck, at least stand on business
Yeah.
after you do
I'm
it.
Defend
shocked
it.
that
Be
anybody
like,
would
oh,
say
it's the
that.
Roman salute. By the way, what do you think they modeled the fascist salute after? But
Literally
whatever.
immediately after he did that, and I saw the articles about it, Googled Roman salute. Just
Not
go
a
right to
thing.
the Wikipedia page. It has an article and it's saying like it's this, like supposed thing that they
Julius
said
Caesar
modeled
did
in
it, and there's only one painting of it.
Supposed-
There's only
Yeah.
one painting, but here's the thing though. In the main description, not even deep in the Wikipedia article, it says right at the top, there is debate and conjecture amongst like most experts on the topic because this has never been documented anywhere. Nobody ever talked about it. Nobody ever wrote anything about it. And they even talked about the painting of Caesar and said that like he was probably just in the middle of waving. Like there is no such thing as a Roman salute.
No.
But
And even if
even-
there was, it was fully co-opted by the fascists.
Yeah, well,
movements,
that's
even
the
before
thing-
the Nazis.
that's what I was literally about to say.
Mussolini
Mussolini
wanted to
first.
be Rome again. It was Italy. Oh, same place as Rome.
But
But they literally, like he said, we will create like the Roman Empire again.
yes.
So if he's doing something modeling Caesar, okay, but remember who did it.
Yeah, we've
Like,
Also,
it's
it just doesn't even fucking matter. It's the same symbol as the Hitler salute, which is just way more famous. Also, Elon, you've never fucking talked about Rome before. You've never talked about the glory, your love for it. So why out of now I'm going to believe that you're doing something that's Roman when it's clearly a Nazi salute? You know what you were doing. And here's the thing. I feel like he was just trolling.
He probably was.
I don't think that he actually is saying, yeah, I'm going to get all the Nazis together. He's probably going to be like, this is going to get me so much attention. This is going to get me so much attention. I'm
Which
going to
is
love.
arguably
I think it's worse.
Even worse. And
I
more
think it's
dangerous,
worse.
'cause
I
you're
think it's
just
fucking worse.
flipping with it, which
You're
is even
flipping with
more
it and you're
insane.
making it normal. You're just saying
Yeah.
this is so okay to use in casual conversation that I'm going to put it on a public stage.
The one thing I'll say is I fully think that he did the Nazi salute,
Yes.
but like the guy clearly doesn't have social skills. I don't think he had many friends until
Oh,
he was
no.
rich and famous.
Mhm.
So the only thing that I could say is that literally might have just been him like trying to do some fuck shit. It doesn't matter because it came off in a certain way, and then he joked about it afterwards. So it's more than likely that he's just trolling. That's the type of thing where I'm like, I could see a dumb fucking kid that we teach trying to like be cool and doing that shit, and everyone just being like, "Yo, what the
Yeah.
fuck?
No,
You're a
that's-
Nazi," and it'd be like.
That's
I mean, like that was fucked up that he did that, but I don't think that's what he was meaning to do.
no,
So
that's
he
fully
just
where I'm at. I
fucking-
just when I
So-
see Elon, I just see a full-on grown-up Reddit moderator with too
Yes.
much
That-
money.
that is what it. He's a
Yeah.
loser dork.
Yes.
Yeah.
Bitch.
no,
Like,
no, dork is
so,
the best word.
a
for
guy
it.
named
Frosted glasses,
Dr. Philip Lowe, who
Dr.
worked with
Philip
Elon Musk for about
Lowe.
14 years, knew him very well. They were friends.
Uh-huh.
Okay.
Was he a doctor
Personal
in
friends.
I don't know, but he's the chairman, CEO, and founder of Neurovigil,
neurovigil?
iBrain inventor. He's a pretty smart guy, seems like. And Elon has actually invested in his company before.
Okay,
What's his company?
They stopped being. I don't know. Probably,
I don't
probably,
know.
probably the chairman, CEO, and founder Neurovigil.
Well, what do they do?
I don't know. I'm just gonna tell you what he
I'm just-
said. Who gives a fuck about his credentials right now, besides his relationship to Elon?
I
Anyways,
do.
Anyways, he came out and he said, he was like, we stopped being friends over this. Like, we've entirely lost touch because I don't want to talk to him anymore. And I told him so. But what he said is, Elon is not a Nazi per se. He is something much better or much worse, depending on how you look at it. Nazis believed that an entire race was above everyone else. Elon believes he is above everyone else. He used to think he worked on the most important problems. When I met him, he did not presume to be a technical person. He would be the first to say that he lacked the expertise to understand certain data. That happened later. Now, he believes he has all the solutions. All his talk about getting to Mars to, quote, maintain the light of consciousness or about free speech absolutism is actually bullshit Elon knowingly feeds people to manipulate them. Everything Elon does is about acquiring and consolidating power. That is why he likes far-right parties, because they are easier to control. That is also why he gave himself $56 billion, which he could have gone to the people actually doing the work and innovations he is taking credit for at Tesla. His lust for power is also why he did XAI and Neuralink to attempt to compete with OpenAI and Neurovigil, his thing.
Gotcha.
Respectively, despite being affiliated with them. Unlike Tesla and Twitter, he was unable to conquer those companies and tried to create rivals. I fired him with cause in December 2021 when he tried to undermine Neurovigil. Elon did 2 Nazi salutes. So he's just saying.
He's just that period.
He did that shit. He did them for
There you
5
go.
main reasons. 1, he was concerned that the Nazi wing of the MAGA movement under influence of Steve Bannon would drive him away from Trump, somewhere in the Eisenhower executive office building, rather than the West Wing, which is where he wants to be.
Right.
He was already feeling raw over the fact that Trump did not follow his recommendation for Treasury Secretary and that the Senate also did not pick his first choice. Number 2, he was upset that he had to go to Israel and Auschwitz to make up for agreeing with a Nazi sympathizer online and wanted to reclaim his power, just like when he told advertisers to go fuck yourself. This has nothing to do with Asperger's. Number 3,
There you go.
there are some Jews he actually hates. Sam Altman is amongst them. If you don't know who Sam Altman is, he's the guy who's the head of OpenAI who's trying to get $500 billion to do what China did with $5 million a year ago.
Yeah.
He's still not even there.
Yep.
Number 4, he enjoys a good thrill and knew exactly what he was doing.
Yep.
Number 5, his narcissistic self was hoping the audience would reflect his abject gesture back to him, thereby showing complete control and dominion over it and increasing his leverage over Trump. That did not happen. Bottom line, Elon is not a Nazi, but he did give 2 Nazi salutes, which is completely unacceptable. However, I would like to disagree. He's got Nazi in his blood. His maternal grandfather left Canada, where he was a big member in the Canadian Nazi Party, and went to South Africa during apartheid South Africa because he agreed with it and because he said they are closer to having a Nazi state of white supremacy.
Actually,
So I want to go there.
I heard that actually isn't as clear cut as people thought it was.
He was like in the Nazi party, though.
I think he was a big Nazi sympathizer. I don't think he was in the Nazi party. I'm not making any excuses.
Elon's own
I'm just
father
saying
has
he
gone out
is-
and said he was a Nazi in the Canadian Nazi Party.
Did he?
He said it publicly on an interview. Yeah.
When?
Like
I didn't know
years
that.
ago, because they were like talking about Elon Musk, and like Elon Musk's dad is also a piece of shit. But
Oh
like,
yeah, no.
he was like,
the whole
yeah,
family
no.
is a piece of shit.
he
I
was like,
just
no,
saw a
yeah, his
video. I need
mom's
to see it
father,
now.
like his grandfather, was a Nazi in Canada and came over publicly saying like because they have a white supremacist state in apartheid South Africa.
Yeah, no, that's why they were driven to South Africa.
Yeah.
I think that they were just like Nazi sympathizers, though. I don't think there was actually like Nazi blood in the family, though. But like,
Maybe not, but
well,
still,
like big fucking difference.
like he purposely went to apartheid South Africa
Mm.
to participate in a white supremacist state.
yeah. Either way, actions. That's the worst part. I don't. Even if your history is bad, you're still continuing to go with it.
Yeah.
Yep.
And like to
Perpetuation
me,
is
like
worse.
it's not even like a debate anymore. Like he did that shit. Now it's about what are we gonna do about it? And
Well, I also
from the government perspective, nothing.
I appreciate the friend taking the time also to say that, like, you know, it's not Asperger's. Like, that was what I was literally just saying to you. Like, look, if the guy, like, you know, does have some like social issues or like anything that might cause him to just like get nervous, especially in front of crowds or whatever, you can do a bad thing unintentionally. It doesn't mean you didn't do the bad thing. It just means you might not have the you know, ideology behind it. That immediately negates
just
that for
literally
me,
said,
where it's
"Yeah,
like,
no."
oh, well, you knew the guy for years. He invested in your company. You know enough to speak with authority on this. Never mind. Like,
Yeah.
you know, it's just kind of like, all right, cool.
All right, doctor.
I tried to
trust you.
give you the benefit of the doubt, man. But
Mhm.
you know, your own friend fucking told me that I can't do that. So what am I left with?
But like my thing, even with
you
the
did that shit. man.
Asperger's or like autism thing, is like everything he's done seems very calculated. Whether it succeeded or not, every move I've ever seen him make that like we know about is clearly calculated.
Yeah.
So he didn't stumble or like mistake himself into being the richest man in the world.
No, absolutely
just like you don't
not.
stumble or mistake yourself into doing 2 Nazi salutes.
100%. It's really
Especially when
nobody's
he's
saying
done
that.
other hearts out to the people in different fashions before.
100%.
So you clearly know what's going on. Yeah, it's one of those things of like testing tolerance that people have been talking about a lot, which is like, what can we get away with and gaslight you into thinking it wasn't what it was
He feels
until
like
it
that
doesn't matter.
British Prime Minister.
Which
Huh?
one?
Keir Starmer?
No,
Nigel, whatever his face.
Boris Johnson.
Oh,
Boris Johnson.
Yeah, he
What a
was like
guy.
purposely stupid though, like consistently.
Yeah,
And, like
well, no, but
looked bad for unsuspecting
That's what I mean.
reasons.
Maybe he plays that up a little bit. When
Maybe.
he goes on SNL and he has to do the like awkward sort of like stances and all the like lack of eye contact type of thing, and then he goes out on the world stage and is happy to just do a full cut Nazi salute.
I think it's a little bit of both.
Probably a little.
I think it's a little bit of both. I don't think. I think that I feel like we all know he loves the attention.
Oh, he
loves the
That's why he
attention.
lies about
He
the
gets
video
off on
games
these
that he
things.
plays.
Exactly.
was
He
insane.
wants to be.
That
He
was
wants to be this
crazy.
relatable person that people like look up to and feel connected with, because that gets him more attention, more sympathy, and thus more power and control. But
you have to be.
very lame, very very lame, and that's what he relies on. He relies on that that like desperate group of outsiders that like stay on the internet and look for these kind of heroes, somebody that they can relate to, be like, I could be that, I could be that. And instead of doing something like positive with it, it just goes to fuel his own control. That's why I actually really like that analysis that doctor said about like he's doing this not because he believes in it, because I don't believe that he does anything reactionary. I believe that he does what he does because there's something underlying.
Yeah.
You know, it's not as
calculated, as you
immediate
said.
as like, oh, he's a Nazi. No, it's not that simple. He's a
Yeah.
smarter man than that.
Yeah, and see that I've always agreed with since I saw him do it, where I was like, it's not gonna be that simple.
It's
But
not that
also
simple.
like, if you're gonna tell me the guy doesn't have like hateful views towards anybody, yeah, I'm not gonna agree with that
Mhm.
either.
He's
The
South
dude
African
clearly-
at the end of the day.
Yeah,
I
that's what I was
don't
gonna
trust
say.
a white man from South Africa
No,
to not
absolutely.
have some pretty racist, fucked up
Yeah,
tendencies.
100%.
Especially when you guys are like profiting from it,
Yeah,
from the apartheid.
his
state.
family owned an emerald mine.
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
No,
Well, there's like
I don't
such
know.
like back and forth on whether that's
The
real.
conjecture about
Regardless,
that.
though, he grew up wealthy.
Yep.
Mhm.
We know
In
that for
South
sure.
Africa.
In apartheid South Africa. And you also like clearly don't have any kind of like, I don't know, like not conservationism, but like you never like clearly never helped.
Yeah.
Like we know your family
You-
didn't
you
help.
clearly knew about the issue.
Yeah, you
Yeah.
clearly didn't help. So
Mhm.
I don't know. I and like to go
I think
back
we know
to it,
enough.
the thing with the Boris Johnson versus Elon Musk is like, I'm not a Boris Johnson fan. That man is far smarter
Yeah.
Mm.
than Elon Musk.
Oh, I would agree with that.
Yeah.
Whether or not he's like as rich or not, I don't think that that's necessarily a
That's not
contender
barometer.
for like, yeah,
paint
barometer for like
buses.
intellect.
The
I
buses
paint
are crazy.
Egg crate buses.
Yeah.
And then whenever you Google
But it
that,
will
it's all
qualify
fucking
you for a
find.
nice new blue passport.
Mhm.
Oh my
Blue
god. I forgot
passport.
about that. Blue passport.
But yeah, no, but like Boris Johnson clearly is doing it to like he stays low key, but his connections are far greater than I think what Elon has, because Elon,
Mm.
everyone's there for the money.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Boris Johnson was there for the connections. Like
100%.
people wanted to know
Power.
him because he's got that Oxford, Cambridge secret society shit, and he
Mhm.
went to the best preparatory school and the best boarding school and blah 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 blah. And,
Boarding school.
yeah, and like he knows how to clean up. There's all those old pictures of him like in this boarding school and his like university secret society, blah
Yeah.
blah 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 blah. And he's all cleaned up and nice and shit. And so it's like, oh, so you know what to look like,
Yeah.
but
It's
you
not
do
like
this
you-
on purpose.
It's not like you accidentally step outside every single day and like slip in a puddle and then your hair
Yeah.
gets that disheveled because a bird flew into it.
Yeah, exactly.
Every single morning. No way, Boris. The 5th time this week. That's crazy.
Yeah, or I mean, like, cause like I don't think it feels more calculated than like an Albert Einstein who looked fucking crazy, but was this one of the smartest men to ever live. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
but
I think
he
that was
looked
more of just
fucking
a conscious
insane.
Choice.
Yeah, well,
Like-
he's also was just like he was pretty autistic, but like
Albert Einstein?
yeah, and so like he talked
was
about like
a
not giving a
crazy
fuck
dude.
about like his appearance.
Yeah,
and
he was
that's
a
why-
crazy dude. He was a sex addict.
Yeah, well, so was Mozart.
No,
Yeah,
like
like-
it kind of goes in hand in
Yeah.
hand. Like
Often,
these guys
like,
were
dude,
not just
I'll
like
say it.
as simple as laboratory every single day, go to sleep, tucker themselves in. No, they were out and about. This was just like, that was what their mind did during the day. Like when they were focusing on other things, like their romantic interests were just, they thought about it differently. Like connections were not built the same way that like we build connections. They're like, oh, well, now I want to have sex. Oh, well, now I want to get this person's attention so that way I can learn more about this like theory that's going on in Germany. They were all they were all I'm trying to find the right word for it, but like
ambitious.
Ambitious may be the right word, but I feel like it goes further where it's like it's not as clean cut in one area as you'd expect. But when people have these like ideas when it comes down to like experimentation and advancement, that usually means that their other lives are also insane. Like, I don't think people think about the sex addict part that comes with Albert Einstein as much as they should, because he was a fiend.
Yeah, I mean, like Mozart wrote, like, penned letters to his wife, who I'm pretty sure was his first cousin. Penned letters to his wife, like being like, I'm gonna be up in that asshole tonight. Like he was obsessed with butt stuff. No, like obsessed with butt. He talked to the king of Austria about butt stuff because he could talk about whatever because he was fucking Mozart. I learned a fun fact about Mozart today real quick. So there was a secret hymn that was never allowed to be published or sang publicly that was only performed twice in the Vatican, and it was kept underground for whatever reason. Mozart heard both of those performances that happened, memorized it, and transcribed it, and it was the first unauthorized copy of this song. Bro,
fucking awesome.
Like people, like if you haven't watched it, go watch Amadeus, the movie. It's one of the best movies ever made, I think. And it's one of the best historical biographic kind of movies. I think it's the best one.
Well, also on top of that, like one thing it brings up, which like I actually just talked to my students about recently, was like, you know how lucky we are to have recorded music and stuff like that? Like back in the day, if you, and I'm talking way back in like the 1700s, if you had a favorite concerto or symphony or anything, you might hear it twice or three times in your entire life, because especially for a symphonic piece like that, you got to have multiple people playing at the same time. Even if you are a classically trained just fucking whiz on any instrument that you want, you can't play 26 instruments at the same time. So it's either you're rich enough to hire a band to play it for you, and that better be for a special occasion, because especially back then, for you to build an orchestra for yourself, that's the equivalent of hundreds of thousands of dollars probably today to pay that. So not only are you just not, you don't have that same connection that we have with like our favorite songs the way that, you know, we do today because you have access to it, but also, like the unauthorized copy thing was a big thing. If you could go in and memorize and then read music and transcribe it to a point that somebody could even just play the harmony or melody of their favorite piece, that was invaluable, because how else are you going to get that shit beyond just no copier, fax machine, printer, whatever you want to say for that? Like, so few people read and understood music at that time. Like it was so rare for you to hear that. Well, it's cool.
And that's why it's like that's why like Solieri, like the more you know that kind of shit is like, that's what makes Solieri's like, you know, they hit that part of him in the film, and like his actual reports about and like stories about Mozart were so crazy, because like you said, like you were like really fucking smart and really important if you could do that shit. And 100%. The people who were already up there saw him and were like, no, you don't understand. This guy is on another level.
Nuts.
Like they talk about how like when Solieri got like Mozart like presented him this first draft. No one had seen it. It was his first go at it. Of like this big ass like symphony. And Solieri basically went through it and he was like, this is his drafts. It's a masterpiece on the first draft. Like it's crazy. Like it's already perfect. You can't fix it. And even Mozart was like, I could do this. I could probably do that. I could do that there.
Yeah.
Unreal.
Absolutely. Like the old genius is so crazy because there's so little recorded history about the people who are actually geniuses. That's why like nowadays anybody could be a genius because of communication technology.
100%.
But like back then, like that's so crazy that we're still talking about it, because you were in the right place, right time, right skill set, and the right people were watching to tell your story. Like that's just cosmic. Like That's like cosmic destiny for people like Mozart, which I
Mhm.
fucking love because we still get to talk about these guys. Meanwhile, some people have the best life of their life because they try to pair once.
Yeah. I mean, we're literally also like going off.
That's the
of
life
that.
I want to leave.
That's what I'm
so,
saying. Like, oh my god, this ancient
So
fruit,
fucking
this is
juicy.
oh my
I'm
god,
good.
This fucking apple's amazing.
I did
can
it.
Die now. I can
did
die.
it.
Oh,
You
kill
know
me
what?
now before I
I've
forget.
completed it. I've completed my cycle.
I have birthed 6 children, ate a pair. Kill me, please.
And then you got but then you got like people like Isaac Newton who discovered figured out the law of gravity by 25.
Yeah.
yeah.
And the farther back you go with that, the more incredible it is because beyond like just the music thing and having access to it, like we're blessed to expect innovation, like for things to get better. Like if you time traveled back to like 1100 in Europe and found a peasant and somehow you can both speak the same thing, literally, I mean like a serf or a
Not just
vassal
so I found a
whatever,
peasant
and go,
Found
hey
one,
man,
stumbled.
Get over here.
what do you think life is going to be like for your great grandchildren? Like they wouldn't really understand the question. Like obviously they would comprehend it from the literal sense, but they would be like,
Nah, my lineage.
Yeah, they're gonna
would-
scoop and filter through fucking peat like I did.
Yeah, it's like it's this. Like if somebody discovered a better way of planting or irrigation or something like that, it was kind of considered to be like an accident, you know? Like it
Yeah.
was just, oh, that
Mhm.
happened, or it was a gift from God or gods or whatever. So
Ugh,
like
the amount
the
of
idea that we can strive to do better, from this idea that like you can invent new technology or have a breakthrough in some way that's going to revolutionize the way that we live, that is such a new idea, like so new. And it helps a lot with like the optimism and sort of like hope for humanity. Like these problems are not permanent, we can solve them. Like
Oh, yeah.
that if you said that
Other
again
than
to like people
death.
even 600-700 years ago, they would just blink at you and be like, well, only God can do that. And it's
Mhm.
like, no. And all over the world, different God or gods, but they pretty much tell you the same thing
Yeah.
of like, yeah, you know, like Jeremiah created this new plow the other year, but like God did that. And you're like,
Mhm.
no.
No, that's why if I had if I had a
Yeah.
time machine, I would just go back with the iPhone, a portable battery,
Yep.
start taking pictures of people and say, I have your souls now.
Yes, exactly. That dude.
You're gonna
yes,
treat me like
100%.
royalty or you're not going to heaven.
Yep.
So I would
Farther
just
back.
Yeah, get like a solar battery or
Yeah.
like 6 of them just to make sure.
Oh, yeah.
Just to make sure one of those motherfuckers,
no one
those dirty
goes
fucks,
to
runs
my
off with
wizard
one.
chambers.
Only
Their
thing that would
grubby
suck.
little surf finger. You
You
know what? We
gotta-
should be lords. We should
You-
go
Yeah.
be fucking
That's what I'm
lords.
saying.
Like,
If I get a time machine, I'm not doing good.
no,
You
I'm
did-
not coming back.
No.
I'll tell you that.
no internet.
I'm having a
And
pair
no
every day for the rest of my
service.
life.
That's
And
true.
pair is a euphemism for
Bears.
You know.
Yeah.
New surf a day.
New surf a day. I'm surfing today.
I'm not discriminatory. I
I'm
tell
going
you that.
surf.
No, if I see
Shape
it's on
sizes,
site.
creeds, and cruds. I don't know.
Oh my god.
Oh man, that's good. Guys.
What would you bring back in time?
What I bring with me?
Yeah.
I mean, I like the iPhone. The only thing is so much of that, like,
No internet.
You know
no
what? I would
service.
say that the only
that's the
other
thing is,
thing
like,
that
you
I
need all
would bring.
satellites. The bet you
Yeah.
everything.
No,
you
I'm just- I'm
have,
using
you
the
need
photo
to keep
feature.
offline.
You know what?
So you bring a high storage, high internal storage iPhone.
Fucking
Um,
a hotspot.
Yeah.
Bring a hotspot.
No, not even like a
That
hot.
one-
Well, hotspot is
I
even
know.
still satellite.
That's
Yeah,
what I thought
like
you were gonna say.
no.
You
but
know
like,
what? I'm
no,
just
no,
gonna bring a gun.
No, just you can have a lot of like programming and
Just gonna bring a
software
gun.
on there,
Gun
but
would be
then
good.
Yeah, just go to 1800s.
I'm definitely bringing back a gun.
You need
That's
a
what I'm
lot of
saying.
ammunition though, because remember, like you'd have to make everything yourself from scratch. If not,
Well, no, I don't
Gunpowder, the
need. Listen,
casing,
I'm not
the
trying to be the
shell.
king of Europe. I'm just trying to be a king of a little castle, so that way
No,
I have like
I'm
the
just
simple
saying
life.
that
They just
gonna
need
have
to know about the
bring-
wizard that can shoot long distance projectiles.
Yeah, you got to bring a case of bullets. is all
I'm bringing
saying.
Yeah.
like I'm also bringing like
1,000 of those to
Right.
get somewhere good.
I'm
Like,
I'm also
you know,
bringing
last a lifetime.
5 pounds worth of acid sheets. So just like a bunch of LSD. I mean, a ton of LSD.
You could probably,
and I am
end
fucking just
humanity
popping
with
them in the
that.
king's food, and he's tripping sack.
Dude, you can
And I'm in his
control so many
room.
people.
I'm in his room morphing
Whoa.
his mind,
Oh,
and literally I'm in his
Oh my
fucking
God.
head telling him what to do.
Oh.
And I'm wearing a mask. And I'm just like, you will listen to me.
Oh, yeah,
even have
see,
And
to
I have
go
a
that
voice
far.
changer, so I'm like Bane, so I'm like, you will give the kingdom back to the
You
throne."
come right up
So
to
give
his
me the
ear.
rest of your
You're just
power.
like,
Yeah.
I am God incarnate. Everything that I say you will do from this day forward. I was brought to you and I can do this to you anytime that I want.
And then if he doesn't believe you, you just dose him again.
Yeah.
And then fucking
I also manipulate him
play
with
with
the
his
honey
mind.
pot that is my ass. So we
Mhm.
we have like
So he's
very.
scared and having sex.
He's scared, but also turned on at the same time.
Oh my god! Oh my god!
It's consensual.
Oh my
It's
God.
consensual for
Oh.
sure.
Wait, so you're getting fucked by him?
No.
That's what I thought he was.
No, he's bottoming
That's
out.
what I was
That's what I was
insinuating.
No. The
It's
king,
just-
the king of Nottingham is
You-
a gutless bottom.
But you said that the honey pot with your ass.
to look at. Yeah, he wants it, but he
Oh.
never gets it.
You're a tease.
That's the whole
I
thing.
get it, I get
Okay.
it.
No,
Yes,
it's more
all
of
right.
like he's
Dude,
like a little. Like,
You're,
he does every time.
You're doing the monkey trick.
no,
There's
he's
nothing
my pay
scarier
pig.
than a scared and horny monkey.
No, he's
Yeah.
a pay pig for me.
He's a pay pig.
He's a pay pig.
Well, yes.
Nice. Okay.
Well, that's
And
the
he
best.
bottoms
Oh
for
yeah,
me.
yeah, yeah.
You're gonna make
So-
him
hard bottom.
Make
That
him some
is-
poutine, Phil.
I go
Make
back
him
to
some
Henry
poutine.
VIII, and actually, like, I changed time to where all those women are fine, but like, I don't know. I figure it out.
You're such a feminist.
I actually save all those women, and they fall in love with me.
Yeah,
so-
actually, it's crazy. When I got my time,
What's
machine,
crazy is
first
me
thing
and
I
Anne
did
Boleyn are
is
actually best friends.
go back
so.
and save all of Henry VIII's.
I actually would
wives, you know,
save
it's
all those women
crazy.
because I don't think it was cool that he did that. To be honest,
No,
with
but
you.
what
Yeah.
are you doing later?
What's your name? Anne Boleyn. That's
Yeah,
pretty
that's
cool.
what I
I thought you were
thought.
saying Frank.
No,
God,
that's
it's
not
not
what
like
I
I
said.
saved
That's
your
actually
life
not
or
what I said at
anything.
all.
You know what? I'm gonna go back. I want you to go back into that all the historic women. Go back, say Malala.
And try to just riz.
Mhm. So
Malala.
Maybe
Let it you
don't-
free.
Maybe don't.
Why
riz
did you think of
Malala.
Malala? That's a recent one. That's so
so
recent.
you still have
She
to
was
go back
also-
in time.
she was
She's
also a
like
child when
15.
she
Yeah,
was
she's
shot.
14 or
Like
15.
Wasn't Anne Boleyn like 15?
no,
They were young, but I don't think they were like kid young.
they were
Kid
also
young.
adult.
I thought they were
well,
like
actually,
18 or
actually,
19.
I don't know.
man.
When was Anne Boleyn?
I don't know.
Yeah,
What
I don't know.
age-
Listen,
I
if
don't
you
know
got
either.
to the age
Boleyn.
20, you're like middle aged and like in any year before the 1900s.
Yeah.
Oh no! She was. Why does it say two different ones?
Also, you didn't
She was
live that
29
short.
or 35 when she was
One of the
executed.
either way.
So
Totally
we're
cool.
chilling. We're chilling.
Totally
we're
cool.
good. Yeah, like I would have been, dude. 24-year-old Anne Boleyn. I'm chilling.
Wait, so are
Or
you
35.
saying that Anne Boleyn would have been hot?
What do you mean?
She'd get back, dog.
Do you think that she'd be hot like?
She wasn't burned alive. She was guillotined. I'm pretty sure, like executed.
I meant like our hot minute hot takes.
Oh,
hot minute hot takes.
Whoa.
I had to
Oh,
do
wait,
it because
wait,
you
let's
were
get
taking
a
up
clean
on
one of you.
it.
Let's get a clean one of you saying it real
That-
quick. Get
that
it for
was
me.
good.
Wait, here, get it
I
clean.
kind of like how just nobody
No
got
one
it.
We were like,
got
what
it.
do you mean hot? Like, I'm
I
talking
say we
like.
stick with it.
Okay, here, ready?
It's our hot minute hot takes. All right.
Hey,
It's the hot minute hot take. Is your favorite?
Woo!
I really
Side
just,
effects may
my
include
mind blanked on what I wanted to say there, and I just
Listen,
Listen,
It's your
I
favorite
think-
segment on the podcast, is what I was going to
From an
say.
howl.
Everyone knows how this game works. 60 seconds on the clock, 20 seconds each for a hot takes. We're going to make them hot. We're going to make them spicy. Today, mine is about food, and I am hyped.
Oh, mine
for
is
it.
about food too. Actually,
I am fucking hyped for it. So who wants to
Yeah.
go first? You, 3, 2, 1. You.
So
So we're gonna go
I
Kevin,
won
then
last time.
Nick, and then
Alright.
me. Okay, in 3, 2, 1, go.
Don't message me, text me, call me after 8 o'clock. Business hours are closed. If you are messaging me, it better be with the promise of money, goods, or general improvement in my life. I don't need a
What do you
text
think
telling me about your fucking life. I don't need you telling me about something cool that you saw. Unless it's benefiting me, don't.
Don't send me home with leftovers. I'm not going to eat that shit. Most of the time, it's just going to sit in my fridge. I'm going to make some fresh food and I'm going to throw it away after 3 days. I got to get your Tupperware back. I don't want to do that. Don't send me home with it. I'm good. We had the dinner. It's over.
Croutons have got to be way thinner now. Okay, don't keep putting pebbles and rocks in my fucking salad. Okay, if you're gonna put a brick into my food, I'm going to beat you to death with said brick. because this is crazy. It's supposed to be toast. It's not supposed to be rocks.
You see,
Interesting.
give me that brick.
No.
I love a brick.
I'd rather have
I
the
like
same
the
amount of
thick
volume
croutons.
in like 5 bricks rather than 1 inch by inch cube of just fucking stale, hard ass bread.
I really want to
sucks.
see these salads, but I love a big crouton.
I do
No,
too.
man.
Just give it some good crunch.
But it can't be that hard if it's going to be
Yeah.
that. I'm not saying get rid of croutons. I'm saying make them
Kinda
fucking
sounds like
smaller
you're
because
saying
they're
to get
too
rid of
big.
croutons.
But you're saying
This
that's
is too big for a
less.
crouton. I said no, I didn't say that.
That's
I
a
said
golf
make them
ball,
thinner.
first of
You
all.
can put the same amount, just more spread out, which is actually better for the textural
So the
experience.
amount
'Cause
is
if I'd-
fine, but you just don't want the huge.
No, they don't need to be
pieces.
all. I don't need to have 4 big croutons. I'd rather have 12 smaller
What
croutons.
if we
The same amount
combined-
of volume of crouton.
What if we combine the 4 croutons and just make it a piece of toast?
No,
What if you just get
because
a
the whole
big
point of
piece
crouton is to have
toast?
that harder, crunchier texture. Toast is supposed to be crisp and then soft.
Well, what if you have a toast and then you put your salad on it and then you have like a little open face sandwich?
That's a sandwich. That is not the same.
You know,
And also, just like a Caesar salad in between 2 slices of bread, that's called that's called brokey. Okay,
That's called brokey,
That's
live.
brokey.
that's called down bad.
That's called no breadism. Like
That is
100%.
time to learn how to cook butter.
yeah, that's
That's a brokey.
That's I start asking for quarters from strangers. Okay, because
Start jingling that cup.
Okay.
Start begging
Alright.
is so crazy.
Hey, you got a problem with that?
Start begging.
Start begging.
Start
It's
begging.
like,
Start busking.
Well,
Start busking.
Get a
Can't wait
fucking
for the-
instrument or get some art and start busking.
I
You
can't
better
wait
live out
for
of your
our audience
Tesla
to
and call
start doing
yourself
this.
Elon Busk for a little while.
Hey, why don't you guys stop
Nonsense.
teaching your kids
Busk.
valuable life lessons? I just start
I'm busking.
something is wrong with me today. I can't speak.
Shit.
I think that
I literally
I
go.
think
Can't you start
that's,
doing up?
I think the issue is Phil is too relaxed. We
You
all
gotta
went to
start
we all went to a
busk.
spa.
We
last
did go to
night.
Bathhouse
Did,
yesterday.
yes,
That
we
shit was
did. We
awesome.
did.
Dude.
So
Shout out to
nice.
Bathhouse Williamsburg.
Shout
Yeah.
out to
I do want to
Bathhouse.
go to the Manhattan one because Fallon said she has friends who've gone there before, and she said it's way bigger.
Way bigger.
Yeah, same prices. So I would be down.
Okay,
to go.
I'm
down, I'm
super
down.
down to go to that.
Yeah.
Nah, just give yourself a spa day every so often, and also go to the ice bath.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Go to
do
the
the
ice
ice
bath.
The
plunge.
ice bath is really
Quit
nice.
playing around. You paid for it. Get in the ice bath. Your body will thank you for it. Ooh,
I
it's
did,
a little
after the
cold. It's a
sauna.
little cold.
Oh wait, we didn't
It's
see you
worth
then.
it.
I thought you said you weren't gonna get in yesterday, and we were sitting there like, we're gonna pull him in.
No.
I'm gonna find him and pull
No,
him
I
into the
did
cold water.
double sauna back to back. I just took a break to get water in between the two, and then I went out and did the polar plunge, and that was the
Ah,
best time
it's
for
worth
it because I was
Oh,
like
yeah.
really, really hot and sweating like all over. and then you
It's the
just dive
best
in. It was
fucking
perfect.
reset, and like
That was nice. I do prefer the regular pool, but the ice bath is nice.
Well,
the
yeah,
ice
but
bath-
they have different
listen,
functions.
Yeah,
Nobody's
exactly.
going to the
pool
ice
is
bath
like
to just
a-
hang out.
Yeah.
Oh,
I've
there's
seen
actually
some
there
people-
are, and those people,
I've
you're
seen
No,
insane.
no,
chilling
those
there.
You're insane.
Yeah, no, you're a
You're
bad
crazy.
person. You're a bad
You're
person.
crazy. You're crazy.
I've seen
All
some
right,
people just
I will
stay in
hire
there.
you to kill people because I know you don't feel pain.
Yeah.
I know that you have
You
the
don't have a
body
soul,
and the
man.
skills of a mercenary if you can stay in there.
100%.
You're a bad guy
You're a
or whoever.
bad person.
Bad person.
So
You're
I don't
bad
know.
human.
I don't know who hurt those people in the past, but they're a level that I aspire to be.
Yeah.
Because those people, you know that that's just the beginning of their skill set.
Should we go try out the viral Russian Turkish bathhouse in Manhattan?
Why not?
I just hear that's where you're supposed to go for sex.
That's all I've seen is gay dudes.
Yeah. Well,
That is all
There
I've
you
seen.
go.
But then you see some women come out and it's like, well, then were you hanging out?
definitely.
A peeking,
Definitely.
a peeping Tammy.
Peeping Tam.
Hey, brother,
Peeping
Tom.
Tammy.
Yeah,
I
I
like
don't
that.
feel like I'm
Peeping
just gonna.
Tammy.
I feel like I just feel like I'm hanging out or I'm getting solicited. You know, I feel like that's the experience for, and I don't really want that experience.
I do want to say, last night we went at 10 p.m. and we
We
were
did.
there up until 11:30. I'll be quite honest with you. The whole time I thought we were going to witness some freak shit.
Yeah, I thought so too.
The whole time.
I was
Because
waiting
there
to
were
walk in
some.
the sauna.
I just
There
knew
was
that
some-
wasn't going to be a
Everyone
bathhouse.
besides us was weirdly super in shape for the most part.
Yeah.
Or like just objectively a 9 out of 10.
Yeah,
like
yeah.
A
like
lot of them were, yeah.
everyone. And so it was like, are you all soliciting right now?
Like, what's going on?
Are you
Did you
waiting
come
for
here
people who look
portrayed?
like us to approach you? I don't know what's going on.
Yeah, I don't know
here.
what's happening.
just let me get my wallet out of my butt because I have no pockets. Like,
Yeah, I know.
the old wallet butt trick.
No, they just catch you in the locker room
They
afterwards.
get me
That's
every
it. Like
time.
it's actually connected to the bracelet that they give you.
Well, you scan each other's and then you've had sex. You don't remember it. But
It's
you just-
Avatar style. Oh.
you just go into the polar plunge and then you just come out and you're pregnant.
Yeah.
Whoa.
Even if you're a man.
that would
especially if you're a
suck,
man.
Especially if
dude.
you're a man.
Well,
I feel like
Thing
my
is-
testicles go inside of me during the fucking polar plunge. Man.
I
I
feel
get
like
that.
my body just gets reborn. Like all my cells turn off and then turn
It
back
literally
on.
is the best wake up though. Like you're like because
Yeah, that
we'll take
shock is just,
we will
whoa, gay.
we'll take
alright.
some adult snacks beforehand and
Sure.
and
Yes.
imbibe ourselves before we go and that wake up when you're hot sweating and you're sitting in the steam or the sauna or the hot tub and you're just like, okay, I've been in here for like 15 minutes or like 10 minutes and let me jump out of here real quick. And you get in and you as you walk down each step you're like, oh my god, and then getting out is like you said rebirth.
Yeah.
Like the warmth
truthfully.
coming back over your body and your nerves like
Yeah.
stopped.
You feel like
screaming,
Xerxes
it's-
coming out of the golden pool. Just like,
Yeah, literally like a Persian
I'm hairless
god,
and
just
beautiful.
Xerxes, yeah.
Just like,
No, I completely agree.
I
Shit-
could
shit
not
is
agree more. That's
unbelievable.
how I felt.
yeah.
It felt like
There you go.
it felt like one of them robots. Like you turn the switch off and they go, and then the switch comes back on power. And I feel like full battery.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
I know.
Recharge.
Yeah. No, I completely agree though. That shit is
Yeah.
amazing. Like it's, I get it. I see why the Romans did it. I see
Yeah.
why the Greeks do it.
Yeah.
I get it, dude.
You
I would
know
keep
what?
doing that shit.
Roman salute to that.
I want to try and find because
Let's all hit
now.
the Roman
so
salute to
I've
that.
It's a Roman salute.
some little one-on-one personal time with the audience. I've just moved apartments with my girlfriend. Now we live together in Crown Heights, right? We're close to you. We're close to Nick now.
Yes,
and
yes, you are.
There is maybe potential of Kevin moving closer to our area for train reasons.
Maybe.
But
We'll
if we
see.
do,
We'll see.
I want to find like a smaller, more private bathhouse situation for us
A little more private. eh?
because I think that like the one that we
Yeah, I
go
know
bathhouse,
why.
like it's great. I
I know
love
what
like
he
the
wants.
kind of isolated, very like cut off from the moment in time kind of feel that you get, the little limbo sensation you get when you're down there. I think we go even like really lean into that at a private spot, like a real New York schwitz, like just we're the only goys in the building.
At
Kind of
that
shit.
point,
like,
we need to get that like the.
No, I'm sorry. I missed
tanks.
it. You want to go to a Jewish bathhouse?
I want to be the only goys in the building. Yeah, because I tell you
We're
what,
just the goy boys.
It sounds like
the
a
Jewish schwitzes are the shit, bro. I
it
mean,
sounds
yeah.
like
they're
a
famous for
secular version of that new show with Steve Martin and Martin Short.
only goy in the building.
Only goy.
Yeah.
only goys in the building.
Only goys in the building.
Steve Martinberg. Sorry. sorry.
He felt it rising.
I gotta say
It's
it,
like
dude. I
heartburn.
gotta fucking say it.
Sometimes you just gotta let it come out.
No, I'm about to say. I think this might be dangerous to do after bathhouse.
Is Martin Short already Jewish?
Well, he's about to
Already
be. He's about to be.
Wait, was he Jewish before or after we were talking?
I'm about to put a curse on him.
So is it? It's Martin. What was
Every week he's
Steve
a new,
Martinberg,
new religion.
Steve Martinberg, Martin Schvet, and
What about Selena Gomez? Go for it.
Selena Goldman, right there.
Wow. That
Goldberg?
was quick.
No, I like Goldman.
He's
He's already
quick on
have
the
a
draw.
Martinberg.
Who else is? Zach Galifianakis. He was on it.
I think he's already Jewish.
You could probably just keep Zach.
I think you can make it. Come on.
Is Zach Galifianakis? I don't even know how to spell his name.
I wish that we just had a spelling bee version where you could just try to spell his name, because we're not seeing his screen.
It's true.
He's Greek Orthodox.
So,
So no.
do your magic.
No, he's not.
All right.
Okay,
guess
do
how-
your
Oh,
Guess how to spell Galifianakis. We'll see who gets closer. Don't tell us immediately. See
Right,
who
I
gets
want to
closer.
hear. I want to hear. I want to hear his converted name.
he actually did a joke about this in 2010
There you
on
go.
NPR Fresh Air. He said, it was actually shortened, Terry. My real last name is Galifianakisberg.
That's pretty.
He beat you.
I love that.
Well, I mean,
All right. How do you
Whatever.
think you
But-
spell it?
Galifianakis. G-L-A-F-A-N-I-K-I-N-S-T.
No, you're wrong. You're wrong.
Galifianakis.
Why the T? Okay, how do you think Galifianakis is spelled?
Galifianakis. G-A-L-I-F-A-N. No, already.
You're well. Keep going from
G-A-L-
F-A-N. Wait, go from F-A-N. What's the rest of it?
F-A-N. Oh wait, F-I-N. Galifin. A-K-I-S.
So there's actually a hidden A in there. So
Okay.
it's Galifianaski.
Okay.
Or
K-I-S.
Nakis. Yeah.
I hate that.
Damn. All right.
No,
You
it's
know
not
what?
too bad.
Would you rather be Galifianakis or Galifianakist?
the second one. But speaking of would you rather's, I think it's time to play Would You Rather. Sorry, I figured that's a perfect.
No,
way to
that
do
I
it.
was setting it up. That was a volley, and
I
you spiked
right in
that
your
shit.
steward.
He did the layup. Steward.
Yes,
Fuck,
you did
Steward.
stew
I'm
it.
stewing. I'm stewing it up.
Ron Steward.
Stewing it up. Stewing it up. Stewing it up. Stewing it up.
All right, Nick. What are we working?
All right,
on
here we
today? What are
go.
our choices?
So,
Okay,
here are your
wait,
choices.
sorry, wait. Say that one more time.
What?
No, I was talking over him when he started.
Okay.
Oh,
okay,
okay,
Nick.
okay.
Why don't you go ahead and give us our choices for today?
All right, so here's what we're looking at. Ready? Would you rather have Wolverine claws with no healing or have X-ray vision, but it's on all the time? You
X-ray
can't
vision on
turn
all
it
the
off.
time. X-ray vision on all the time.
You
Oh.
only see bones.
Yeah.
And like you couldn't see a bunch of the shit that you need to like walk around.
Yeah.
No,
I'll
I'm
figure
taking
it
the
out.
Wolverine
No.
claws.
You can figure it out with context clues.
That
It's-
sucks,
I don't
dude.
know if you could.
X-rays
That
can only go through
sucks.
so many
Okay, so
things.
here's my
Like I don't
thing,
think
right?
X-rays go through brick.
Full disclosure, I'm not an expert on X-rays.
No, they
I'm not
do.
claiming to be.
No, they do.
But,
Because the what's it called? The molecules aren't tight enough, so the X-rays can penetrate that.
You keep talking.
I'm curious just how much you would be able to see. Why would you want the Wolverine claw?
Oh my god, you get Wolverine claws.
They
Why
cannot
else do
easily
you-
see
But
through a
there's
thick
no
brick
he-
wall.
There's
Well,
no
you didn't say
healing.
thick brick.
Dense enough to significantly absorb most X-rays. Please, dude. I'm trying. You've got to give me some slack today, dude.
I literally not said anything.
The Wolverine claws you don't heal.
So
So every time that they come out, it's steak knives, huge knives
Put a
coming
little
out of your
Band-Aid.
hand.
a little band-aid.
I'm just saying, it's gonna be very painful every time.
You know,
You're
it's gonna be more
bleeding
painful. It's gonna be
constantly.
more painful for whatever I'm cutting. That's all I'm saying.
Maybe.
Thick. Okay, so
True.
it can't see through thick metals, crystal, bricks, and some types of glass.
Yeah, it's all about the tightness of the molecules, from my understanding, because that's what prevents the beam from getting through.
Yeah.
So, or the rays from getting through. So, I
But
guess you would just see everything that's around you would just be see through. So you only get like one layer of everything, I guess.
But also, like, what's the deal with like how are my cones and rods doing with color? Like, can I?
no color.
So I see basically how like medical.
Do you remember
X-rays come
that
out, like
music
the black and
video?
white bluish?
Does
kinda
that mean
thing?
that
They did
everybody
that
just
music video.
staring at?
I think it was a Flatbush Zombies music video from like a couple of years ago, and they shot the entire thing as an
So-
X-ray.
But that means everybody that Phil looks at would get cancer.
Well, in this instance, they're healing. Like it doesn't affect them in that way. We're gonna get to that.
Yeah, I still want the. I want the Wolverine.
You want the
claws.
Wolverine claws?
Yeah, that's awesome. That's awesome.
okay.
It's my everyday, but now I have Wolverine claws.
Phil,
Afterlife, produced by Flatbush Zombies and James Blake.
is that the X-ray video?
Yeah,
James Blake.
yeah, but like you can see stuff still. You can
would
see
just-
objects for the most
I mean,
part.
your
It would just
girlfriend
be
would just
all
look
the
like
time.
bones.
I'd be cool with that personally. I'd always know what's going on. I'd see people and I'd be like,
You
"Hey,
gotta-
man,
you
I know
gotta
you
get
don't
that
know
checked
me,
out."
but like, you gotta go to the fucking doctor."
Yeah, but then
you
Get
gotta go to
checked
the
out.
doctor
you're gonna
Right
get
meow.
solicited
Yeah.
so
right
often.
meow.
Get checked
Right,
out.
meow.
now.
Yeah,
Right
I'll work for the
now.
government. I'll have a job forever.
You would. That's true.
I'll just walk in and know what's going on. They'll be like, "You can see what the terrorists are holding."
You'll be like, yeah, dude. Okay.
I'll be like, "I
pay
can
me
see what you're
$100,000."
holding, bro. You have a small dick.
Yeah.
Small
You are
penis.
packing
That's
though.
a small penis.
You though.
You over there in the back though, your dick is huge.
Good for
But
you.
your balls
man.
have a problem. You should go to the doctor. Anyways, what do you guys need me to do?
Anyway.
I'm confused.
All right, so you're going.
Why am I going to Fallujah?
You're gonna go with X-rays.
Yeah, definitely X-rays.
Okay. And for the double down, would you rather have
Double down. Double down these
Wolverine
nuts.
claws, but they're out fully extended all the time.
Healing factor?
I mean, yeah, but they just never go back in. So there's nothing to
But I
heal.
have the Wolverine healing factor.
Well, no.
Oh.
No. You still don't have a
You're just
healing
not
factor for
bleeding
that.
out, I think.
But you're just like
and they're bone
you
or
just- no, they're
adamantium?
adamantium,
Okay.
but they're fused to your skeletons. Like if you hit
Mhm.
something, it's not like they're just gonna rip out of your
Just
hand.
go,
but,
Okay.
like-
Ding,
So they work like Wolverine.
yeah, they work like Wolverine.
Cool.
So
So it's either
Wolverine
that
claws work like Wolverine.
you can take.
Or except for the healing factor, which is why you're
You
able to do
can
that
turn the
whatever.
X-ray vision on and off now, but there's no healing factor for everyone else.
X-ray still, and I give people cancer constantly. I walk into a room
Fallon
just to turn it on and
cancer.
destroy everyone.
You'd give Fallon cancer.
I would never look at her.
What if you?
I would never. I can turn it on and off.
Yeah, you can.
So
What?
I'll
you
just
can
keep
turn
it
it on
off
and off?
around.
Yeah, you
I'll
can
just
turn it
keep
on
it off on her forever.
Oh, X-ray. That's
It's
easy.
a strong X-ray. If you put it on even for a little bit,
Listen,
you're
it's
probably
an
gonna
even
give
better
people
weapon
cancer.
than
But as long
Wolverine.
as I have choice over it, yeah. Like
yeah, no, the option is way better. I thought that it was always on. No,
No, no,
I'm
no.
X-ray for both. No, that's
Yeah.
crazy.
You're going for X-ray.
Oh, absolutely. And you better not piss me off.
Just,
Yeah, I'll give you cancer. I do not give a fuck, dude.
Am I turning it on?
Or
Am I
what?
turning it on?
Or what?
Is that
You
more
wouldn't
attitude?
know.
Is that attitude? Do I hear
Guess you'll
attitude?
Find out in 2 weeks.
You
won't
would never
Jerk
know.
off? Yeah.
All right. You better book that appointment.
I feel like you would hear it. Like you'd hear like, boom, and then like how like when they take the
Ah!
pictures in the
Yeah.
like dentist office, how like it's like going and you should like, and
It's
like and you're
oh.
like, oh my god, this thing's like right
Oh,
here on your
shit.
face. You got some fucking plastic shoved in the back
Yep.
of your mouth. You're like, oh.
okay. All right.
All right, so X-rays for both.
No,
X-ray
it's totally
for
safe.
Yep. No, dude, it's totally safe. Put on this lead apron. I'm gonna
I'm
fucking
also-
leave the
You're not gonna see
room.
me for a
leaving.
few hours.
I'm getting out of here, bro.
Yeah.
Good luck. All right, so you're both going with X-rays.
Yeah.
X-ray.
That's what you rather for this week.
Oh, X-ray.
Wow, we're just cruising through, gentlemen. We're
Yeah,
absolutely
we are.
cruising through.
And
You have anything from your brain rot corner?
No, but the one thing I do want to give a shout out to is everybody listen to You Sexia by FKA Twigs. That
You
is
Sexia.
You Sexia. Incredible. My hot take, which I already said, but my other hot take is FKA Twigs, New Bjork.
I can see that.
Oh,
My only
hardcore,
she's like a
hardcore.
Grimes Bjork.
Oh,
like
you
combo,
gotta
because she's
gotta
got so much of
listen.
that techno,
Yeah,
electronica.
influence. Nah, that's why it's like it's new age Bjork. That and
think-
I say that so much because of the visualizers in her new album. They're so good.
She looks like a testicle, bro. I'll be honest with you.
Testicle?
She also like sometimes the way she moves is like the fucking
FKA or
Demogorgons from,
Bjork?
FKA.
Ah,
Like the
an
Demogorgons
awesome.
from Stranger Things. Her
Awesome.
bald ass head, bro.
Love it. Love it. If she's a testicle, she's
But
my
you know
favorite
what? Shouts
testicle
out to you. You're a survivor of DV. So do your thing, girl.
of DV.
Yeah, domestic violence.
I didn't know that.
Shia LaBeouf
Shia
beat
LaBeouf,
the
yeah.
shit out of her.
I didn't know that.
Beat
I
the
believe
shit
it.
out of her. That's one of his biggest like canceling things.
Oh, I didn't know that was FKA Twigs. I knew that.
and he
it was
like
abusive.
confirmed it. He's like, I said
Oh,
sorry.
yeah.
We've talked. Like I'm
I said
doing all I
sorry.
can. Well, he's like, I'm doing all I can to like get better. Like it's a problem with me.
Well,
And then he made not old
Honey Boy.
Honey Boy.
uh-huh.
About
Well-
like basically being like, this is why.
But I was
Like,
abused as a
it's
kid.
like,
Listen,
alright.
Charlotte, I'm not talking about you. I'm talking about FKA Twigs. Fucking incredible rollout. The visuals incredible. And I love just learning about the production. Like the more and more I hear about it, the more and more I fall in love with that album. And she even did like a insane interview with Imogen Heap. The
Imogen Heap.
Imogen? Whatever.
Imogen.
I like to say imagine. So
Imagine a heap.
imagine a big heap. And now it's singing Dear Sister.
Well, you know what's interesting is my grandmother's sister. Her name was Imogene, spelled the same way but an extra e at the end.
Imagine.
So every time I see Imogene, but it's actually Imogen. Imogen Heap.
Well, she has those little gloves. FKA Twigs was
I
singing.
saw that, so I was gonna say that clip is fucking sick. Her
Uh-huh.
music gloves are some of the coolest fucking things.
It's
in the
so
world, man.
cool. And that's
She created her own tech, Nick.
Yeah.
That basically is like
oh,
Oh,
you've
I've
seen
seen
it.
those.
yeah,
I've seen
yeah.
them
But
play.
like she
Yeah,
made
yeah.
them herself, and there's only 2 pairs, and she owns both.
That's
Oh,
crazy.
amazing.
So like she has the most unique fucking
like performance
producing
and ways
style
that she
and like and like
can,
mixing style.
curate.
So she does everything live now.
So I think that this
So
collab is
super
incredible,
cool.
and like I said, that just pushes her more towards this like pushing boundaries like Bjork, and that's my like it's not brain rot, but it is brain expansion. Go check out FK's Twigs new album, Eusexia. Also, fake word, love it for it.
Yeah. Well, and also speaking of Imogen Heap, she actually got her first ever Billboard Top 100 hit from a song she made in like 2006.
No way.
Yeah, so there's a song that was going around on TikTok that got so big that it brought her streaming numbers up
Let's go.
to
Imogene.
be on the
dope.
Billboard Top 100 for the first time ever.
Nearly 20
Good for her.
years later.
Honestly,
That's
deserved.
awesome.
I think it's the same album
time
that
coming.
has
Who would you say?
no, there's it. Yes, but it's not that. It's not called that. It's
Hurts my soul that 2006 was 19 years ago.
fuck. What is that song called?
20 years ago.
I have it on
yeah.
my fucking.
Oh.
I know the songs. I just don't know the titles. Yeah, I
Hide
remember-
and Seek. Thank you.
Hide and
Jesus
Seek.
Christ. Yes,
That's not,
Hide and
that
Seek.
is the song, isn't it? Oh no. You're right. So good.
And sewing machines.
You see, you can just like
catch
drone
me
over it
around
and it's
there.
an Imogene song.
It's so good. It's so fucking good. Well, because that's what they actually used in the SNL skit that everyone thinks they're using the Jason Derulo song, What You Say.
Mhm.
But in actuality, they're just using Hide and Seek
Yeah.
because What You Say had not been created yet.
Yeah.
Fun fact.
Didn't know
And
that.
also, they used the What You Say on something. Like, I think it was like not One Tree Hill or anything like that, but something like that, like Seventh Heaven.
Yeah,
or
it was
whatever.
one of those
One
soap
of those
operas,
fucking like
Americana
teen
soap
Americana
operas.
soap
Uh-huh.
operas, like a 90210 kind of thing.
Mhm.
But they used it on one of those for like a death scene. And so that's what they were making fun of. And then from
Love it.
there, they used it for the Jason Derulo song.
Love it. Love Jason Derulo.
Derulo, man. What's up with that noise that comes afterwards? You know what I mean?
Oh,
So it's like
that's-
Jason Derulo, man.
Yeah, that's him coming.
You know what I'm talking about,
No,
right?
it's him coming.
Jason Derulo.
I don't know why they do that. It's like, why is that part of your producer tag? And also, why does he have a producer tag when he's not a producer? Huh?
This is
And now he's
awesome.
also shilling himself out for like TikTok and shitty corporate stuff. Huh? And he was also selling himself out for Vine. Huh?
Get that bag, Jason.
No,
You
fuck
clearly
you,
need it.
Jason. Jasonathan.
You know, just on a thing. I say get your bag. Be as
Jason.
embarrassing, cringe as you want.
You must not kill the cringe, but you must kill the thing that cringes.
You were simply born into cringe.
Jen
You
Zutter.
merely adopted the cringe. I was born in it, molded by it. I didn't see a woman's face until I was already a man, and by then I found it to be nothing but blinding.
You will give your penis back to the people.
My penis is yours.
Balls. Not Bane. Balls.
Balls.
Or tained.
Yeah.
Ooh, tained.
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 The sea of
Very, very
silence.
soft T. Tained.
Instead of toxin, like
Tained.
poison running through him, it's just
Come. Just straight.
Just
just
straight
straight.
versus
Just,
say it.
just straight yism.
I'm powered.
Going to Yale. What are you? Full of yism.
And I think that this is the end. I think that
We gotta
this is
call
the
it.
end.
We gotta call it here.
Well, you know what? That will be the end of this show. We didn't even hit an hour today, and that is fine with me, honestly.
Totally fine.
Thank you guys so much for watching. You can be sure to check us out on Instagram at Bay1 Entertainment. You can also follow us on TikTok at the same name. Make sure to watch out for silly little clips and more podcast clips coming up. We've got some more projects on the way, in the works. We got more with maybe a little travel series type shit, but we don't really travel too much, but we highlight a cool character or two. We got more podcast content coming up and in the works. We got more internal content coming up, booking jobs constantly. If you need us for any kind of hiring job, make sure to email us any of one of our names, Phil, Nick, or Kevin at bay1entertainment.com. You can make sure to hit us up. Follow and go on the website at bay1entertainment.com. That's where we post everything. We will be updating it also soon with all the podcast clips, and that's where this is going to start coming out. I just have to actually do that. You can follow me on Instagram at phil.omf.
You can follow me at nick.bradshaw.20.
You can follow me at _K_Mora and wish me a happy birthday.
Oh,
it was
it was his
his birthday
birthday
today.
so recently.
Yeah.
It was his birthday way.
Yeah.
So make sure to do that. If you don't DM him, you're a piece of shit, you're a bad friend, and you're not really even a fan of this show. Also, make sure to
True.
watch out. We might be dropping a little Patreon, maybe a little $1 a month Patreon
be
for an extra
coming
episode and some
soon.
exclusive content. But yeah, Thank you guys so much for watching. Make sure to tune in next episode. You can see us on YouTube. You can see us on any of your podcasting platforms. We will see you next week. This has been the Bane Entertainment Podcast.
Bye,
Thank you so much. We'll see you
guys.
later.